Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So, still pretty much sideways, no real panic in this market, but remember there is earnings season. Really kicks off in earnest today. Yesterday was a public holiday, so that's why there's no movement. But futures market was open, and often you do get movements during these public holidays, so it's always worth just monitoring and watching what's going on. Now, earnings, quite a few bank earnings coming through today. We'll have to see if that is a catalyst for the market. But if I'm looking at the DAX and the S&P, they are showing signs of rolling over, and I won't say falling to the floor, but definitely for some sort of a pullback. But the Dow Jones, we have not really broken the major line of support, which is 37,461. So I think this is going to be a case of wait and see still, and nothing's really changed on the 3-hour. You can see yesterday's price action pretty much sideways. We have got a crossover of the moving averages, but we are in between the 150 and the faster moving averages, so that indicates we are ranging. And so long as we are ranging, you typically don't really want to get yourself hurt in this kind of price action. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for us, share on social media. It does help. Now, just have a look at what you're seeing here. You're seeing a series of lower highs through the last 2 days. So there's the high, big rejection bar with a crossover of the moving averages. That was on Friday, and then Monday, obviously being a holiday, just going sideways, but the sellers still scaling in here, and they were scaling in around 37,590, and there is some structure there. There's my fractal, and you can see that is kind of what we were rejecting. So flat bottom triangle, anybody? Over there, flat bottom triangle. Do we have more selling pressure here than buying pressure? Or are we setting a trap for all the bears to scale in and then we get taken to the upside? Now, my gut at the moment is telling me we've had a strong move up. We need to come back and find some support on the weekly, and this is the closest area at 36,987. Look at the oscillators at the moment. So we're not going to keep going up in a straight line. There's no ways that's going to happen. So we do need to find some kind of pullback, and that's kind of what we're looking for. So looking at the hour, again, you see crossover all the moving averages, rejection. We've got a daily gap down and a fairly significant gap, I would say. I suppose not 36 points, 0.1%, so not a really big gap, but still it is a gap down. We are coming up to some support, that is right here at 37,500. So I wouldn't want to jump in short here. I'd be looking higher up, and this 37,591 looks like an ideal area to look for those shorts. Look at the 15-minute. The whole of yesterday we were below the moving averages. We'd rejected the 150 with a nice pin bar here. So I'm pretty sure there'll be some people that would be sitting here with a 30-point stop loss at the moment, waiting for the day to get going, and the other people that would have got in there and said, well, that was a 4-to-1 trade, so we'll get out of it. So that's kind of my setup for the moment, but I suppose we do need to just pull this level in. Sorry, you can see this is where we were trying to find support, and we have rejected it. That's 37,543. So I wouldn't want to jump in short here. I'd want to see pull back up, possibly close a gap, and then look for the opportunity. Or you need to break through, and I would say break through 37,461 and then come back and test this area where we are now for a move to the downside, and I just want to see if there is I suppose there is a downside target of around 37,340, and then let's just be conservative here. There'll be another one here at 37,284, and then obviously you've got this big weekly level here at 30. Let's just call it 3,700 here. So yeah, it's going to be messy. I think don't expect it just to drop like a stone, and don't expect it to run away with any results. I think we're still very much trapped in this big consolidation area, so it's not as clear cut as what the DAX is at the moment, or the S&P for that matter, but there is merit for looking for an opportunity to the downside. But just bear in mind, look at how strong the zone of support is that we're coming into now. 37,461, 37,500. It is a strong area of support, so I would expect buyers to come in here. It all hinges on what happens higher up. So the buyers, they're going to come in somewhere here. So if it comes up and closes the gap and we reject this area at 37,591, it's probably worth an opportunity. If we come back and only reject 37,543, definitely worth an opportunity for a move to the downside. 50-50 call though, guys, so just bear that in mind. So it could go completely the opposite way, and I'd want to see a break of yesterday's highs and a pullback to that before we even start looking at longs. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my view for today. Not really favoring the Dow still, so pretty much S&P, DAX, and then some Forex, which is looking good. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.